Signs and symptoms of low transmission fluid in an automatic vehicle. Have you ever felt your car hesitate before shifting gears, like it's thinking twice before moving? Or maybe you've noticed a strange whining noise that seems to come out of nowhere. Don't ignore that. Because what if I told you? The problem might not be your transmission failing. It might just be something as simple as, but as dangerous as, low transmission fluid. And yes, ignoring it could cost you a whole transmission. But the good news is, you can catch it early, if you know what to look for. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about low transmission fluid in automatic cars. From some of the most common and surprising symptoms, to whether low fluid really causes slipping, and what your car sounds like and how it feels like driving with low fluid, and whether it's okay to just top it up, or if there's more to it. Oh, and we'll also tackle some of the most common FAQs near the end, like whether you can just pour fluid in through the dipstick. Spoiler, maybe, but it's not that simple. Let's start with what low transmission fluid actually feels like when you're driving, because sometimes the symptoms don't scream at you, they whisper. Signs and symptoms of low transmission fluid in an automatic transmission vehicle. So what does driving with low transmission fluid feel like? Honestly, it often feels like hesitation. You press the gas, and your car pauses. Just for a second. That delay? That's the transmission struggling to engage, because it doesn't have enough hydraulic pressure, which comes from fluid. Now sometimes, it's not just a delay, it's slipping. Your car feels like it's in gear, but then it suddenly revs up like it lost traction. Yes, low fluid can cause slipping, because without enough fluid, the clutches inside your transmission can't hold properly. Now here's something that surprises most people. Low transmission fluid can actually cause noise. Not engine noise, but a faint whining, buzzing, or even a grinding sound, especially when you're accelerating or going uphill. It's subtle at first, but trust me, once you hear it, you'll know it's not normal. So, actually, some of these noises can also come from worn gears or bearings. But if you're low on fluid, these sounds will often change or go away when the fluid is topped off, at least temporarily. Another sign? Rough or delayed shifts. If your car jerks when changing gears, or if it shifts at weird times, like way too early or way too late, that's a red flag. Low fluid throws off the hydraulic timing and pressure. Now here's a question I get a lot. Can I just add transmission fluid if it's low? Technically yes, but should you? Not always. Because adding fluid without finding out why it's low is like topping up a leaky faucet. You're treating the symptom, not the problem. Low fluid usually means there's a leak. Could be the pan gasket, the cooler lines, the torque converter seal. And if you don't fix the leak, you'll be topping up again in a week. Also, and I'm gonna be honest here, I've made this mistake once. I added the wrong fluid to a friend's car. Yeah. Wrong type equals bad news. Always double check your car's specific transmission fluid type. It's not like motor oil and transmission fluids aren't universal. Another question. How do you even check your transmission fluid in an automatic car? Okay, here's where it gets a little tricky. In older cars, it's easy. There's usually a dipstick, similar to the oil one, that you check while the engine's warm and running, with the car in park. But newer cars, some don't even have a dipstick. Instead, you might need to check it from under the car, with the transmission at a specific temperature, or even use a scan tool. Which is ridiculous, I know. But that's how many sealed transmissions work now. It's like they don't want you to check it yourself. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a dipstick, yes, you can add fluid through it. But you have to do it carefully. Overfilling is just as bad as underfilling. Too much fluid can cause foaming, which leads to slipping and overheating. Here's another one people ask all the time. Will my car warn me if transmission fluid is low? Honestly, probably not. Unlike engine oil, there's usually no warning light just for low transmission fluid. If there's a sensor, it might detect overheating or slipping, but not low fluid directly. So yeah, if you're waiting for a dashboard light to tell you, you're probably already late. And the golden question. How long can I drive with low transmission fluid? Short answer? Not long. You might get away with a few miles if it's just slightly low. But driving long distances with low fluid? You're slowly destroying your transmission from the inside out. Friction increases, heat builds up, metal wears down, and once those clutch packs burn, there's no coming back. You'll go from a $20 top-up to a $3,000 rebuild. Last one, and I love this one because people always say this with a smile. Hey, my car runs better after a transmission fluid change. Is that normal? Yes, absolutely yes. Old fluid breaks down, it loses viscosity, loses cooling properties, and picks up metal particles. Fresh fluid helps your transmission shift smoother, run cooler, and last longer. It's like giving it a second wind. Unless, and here's the asterisk, unless your car had really old fluid and you suddenly changed it all at once. In rare cases, that can actually cause issues. But that's another video for another day. In the next part of this video, we're going to cover the signs of a bad transmission, so you know how to tell if it's a deeper problem or just fluid related. And trust me, Some of the signs look exactly the same, but once you learn to tell them apart, you'll save yourself a lot of panic and money. The video will be linked below in the description box, so do check it out.